nice.
I miss that. Every week we're off, and then we come back, and I'm like, there we go. What is up, folks? It's Friday night, 7:30. Y'all know what that means. Along the Panhandle, it's time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always my co-host.
What's up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend. We had some funky weather start up today, but hey, good news. Got some good stuff coming this week for you to still be able to get out and go fish, and it's going to be perfect. So stick around. We got a lot to talk about with that. And always don't forget, get this out there. Share this. We got some fun stuff. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. And we're going to have a nice controversial question tonight that's going to probably ruffle up some knickers and stuff. People are butthurt. I'm sure there will be.
That's going to be a good one, too.
It will be. It really will.
I mean, it did good in our smaller discussion group, so I know it's going to do good out here for the masses.
It for sure will. Tom, good evening. Andy, hey, it's
what's
Jack.
Up, Andy? Excuse me. Yakking with Jack. What's up, brother? See, you got out and broke in the new fish gum rod
with a friggin' crushing catch. He was like, "Dude, really? You're gonna open up with that? Friggin' total dick move."
I'm just hoping for whiting tomorrow with mine. I think I got it rigged up, ready to go. It's like boom.
Yeah, I really, when Tony was talking about it, I was like, hell yeah, I need to get one. And then I went into the garage and I looked, I'm like, crap, I've still got 3 or 4 runt rods from the last time I used the other ones. I'm like, if I get another one, now I got to go to another reel. And it's just going to sit in the garage. I was like, I'm going to wait until these break and then I'll come back. But it looks like it's doing good.
So reel wise, we were, Jack and I were talking, my son, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to go with the PC Fun, the blue and black ones. If they go down in the 500 series. I don't know if they go that low or not.
You talking about the conventional?
No. The they have a spinning reel that's blue.
Oh, not the flame.
Black.
You're going with not the ice. I know the one you're talking about, the blue and black though. Yeah, I know that one.
But I think that'll match up pretty good with that car. Oh, and speaking of which, that those colors, I shot Tony a picture today. It pretty much matches my cart.
Does it really?
Like he did it on purpose. Yeah. He's like, it's almost like I planned it.
It's going to be camouflage with it. That's friggin' hilarious, dude. Well, that's good stuff. Well, before we get into the fun things here, this week's show is sponsored by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code ROGUE15 to save 15% on your order. Rogue Reels makes quality hand-tied fishing leaders like the Smitty rig, a 20-foot, 500-pound class deployment shark leader, and the Demo rig, a heavy-duty double drop rig. Get them over at Rogue Reels. That's reels with a Z, fishing.com. Don't forget that code. And might as well get stocked up because the run is coming. There's good fishing coming.
Rob's got all sorts of stuff on his website. Not only the rigs, he sells fish gum. He sells why am I forgetting the name? The line cutters.
Yep.
All sorts of stuff.
Battlestar tackle. Yep. They got linked up to California. Vince makes some really cool swim baits. I know that those two got together and did some fun stuff. So lots of good things on the website.
Oh yeah, let's see who we got.
We got a lot of people here. I'm sorry we've slowed down on the comments. What we? Oh, okay. We got the East Coast here with Mr. Burford.
Mark, what's going on, buddy?
Here.
Appreciate you tuning in tonight.
Always good to see the East Coast. JC, hey, Andy is I got him. Vernon,
what's going on, buddy?
Gosh, how's winter? Slot City Fishing, also known as Jesse Walker. Welcome to Navarre. Welcome to the Panhandle area. Well, welcome back. Go. Sorry. We just had a podcast dropped with him today, but lots of cool stuff on his YouTube. So you'll all probably get a chance to meet him. That's for sure. Metz is back.
Metz.
Hey, there you go. Welcome back. Buddy? Wait, what? No way. I didn't see that.
That's coming up later in the show.
I must have missed some stuff on my normal day.
Oh yeah, it was a good one too.
Oh, you liar. No, you're not.
Just because you put out a couple pier videos recently doesn't mean you're going to be a pier rat.
And you watched the Salt Strong series with Brant. I remember that one just dropped. None of that. No, you stop. Yeah. Summers out of the east portion. Brian can speak. I cannot talk tonight. Lots of cool
Where's
stuff.
Submerged out of?
We got some
East
stuff
Coast?
coming up with that. Yeah, if I remember correctly. I'm almost positive he's on the East Coast. I don't think he's in Texas. We've talked a bunch of
Nice.
times, but long brain. Carl.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, Summers, yeah. Like,
What am I doing? I'm not clicking anything. What?
I'm
not
moving stuff from my
Okay.
side. I don't know if you are.
No.
Carl said he's hanging his up on the wall.
You gotta fish that thing, man. And soon
man.
you're talking about the runt rod. The fish gun runt rod.
You were one of the first I remember that.
Mhm.
No, I mean, I'm doing okay on my I gotta get another. I'll probably get a couple more PC funds, especially with the things coming up. Oh, what did Jack say? He went with
500 Sienna.
Love Shimano. Yeah. Butter smooth.
I actually just put my lose over. I just transferred it off my other one and just put it on there for right now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Don't need to buy a new one if I don't have to.
Yeah. Better get that knee better for the run. Hey, if I make the run, great. If I don't, I don't. The fish will still be there, or I'll find a way to cast from the parking lot. It'll be the first time I've done something stupid in my life, but why not? Oh man, I am way behind on these. Isaiah, don't do that.
Where's Isaiah at? Is he on here?
Isaiah's right here. Yep, he's over by. He just popped on a little couple minutes ago.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, they actually just Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle dropped a cool little post today. They got some new motors for their inshore boats.
Yeah, seen that for that. Well, it's for the 31 Cape Horn you're going to be running. Got some new Yamaha motors.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Thanks for jumping in, brother.
I misread that, but yes.
Appreciate you jumping on.
always good to see you, man.
Yeah.
And hi to you, Facebook user. We don't know who you are, so we don't know where you're watching from. Hopefully you get to jump in there. Bait cannon. Yep, heard about the bait cannons. So that's a whole lot of fun stuff there to discuss. Dustin, East Coast. Good evening.
What's up, buddy?
Bass bite. Ooh, really? Okay. Larry, having fun down there. I've seen some good posts, that's for sure. That was for selling the kayak and the tracking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's
bass
see
bite.
here.
We're going to talk about bass tonight. I actually got one post for some bass fishing tonight. We don't talk bass fishing too much on here. It's not one of our
I avoid
areas.
it. I've never caught one, so I avoid talking about it.
Donnie, what's up, buddy?
All right, so where are we at here?
I don't know. We're just like welcoming everybody and talking.
Yeah, that's what we did back and forth.
That's what we could do.
All right. Oh,
back and forth of fishing this week. I didn't get out at all.
I didn't fish.
I didn't.
I fished on my Oculus.
Did you?
I mean, what else am I gonna
I mean, you got to get it in where you can, I guess. I started my captain's course this week. So,
very, very nice.
Taking that via distance learning, which isn't a bad deal, especially in this area around here. A lot of the classes fill up quick. Panama City fills up quick. Every now and then they do one in Destin once a month, and that definitely fills up quick. And then the closest place is Bio La Battery, over in Alabama. But
sorry,
Smitty has a lot of ice in that. No, it's just the ball,
the baseball.
It fills up the deal. But started that via distance learning, which isn't a bad gig. It's almost like, it's just like being in the classroom. You're on the Zoom meeting with an instructor and all that stuff. And it's pretty awesome. I can't wait. Got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. So that'll wrap up the class and then get all my stuff, take my test, be good to go. Badass carts me. Thanks, Manny. Appreciate that. That was fun going up there last weekend and meeting up with Brian and Searle at Deerfield and seeing all that, seeing his operation up there and getting to see my cart and Beach Buzz's cart that he got. And then that red one that was posted today was in the works. And that thing is pretty awesome. But I like the blue better. The blue looks better.
I'd agree.
Yeah, it's awesome. And that flagpole, I didn't. That flagpole I put everything on today and hoisted it up in the 20-mile-an-hour north winds we were having, and yeah, it's a bit whippy when it gets up there. It's but
well, I mean, not only are you
now.
not only are you now longer than me, you're stiffer. All right, cool. Tracking. All right. I see what's going on with these flagpoles. I see what we've started here.
I know, right? Well, that's how it started, right?
It did. See what had happened.
I had like a buggy whip, and then you went bigger, and I had to go bigger, and it just. Richard, tonight I went back to the Whistle Pig Rye 6-year. Comes in at about 96, I think it is. Yeah, 96.5. And it is a rye, so it's got a little bit of a burn to it. It's good. First one hit me pretty good before air. I told Brian, I was like, "Oh, it's hitting kind of hard tonight."
I guess I'm good. I'm good.
Get another one.
Oh man. So Jesse went out. I did see he went fishing today. He got dumped on with rain. Barry, always good to see you, man.
Where it rained?
Yeah, he was out there first thing this morning. He was
okay.
Early. He got that first shower we got for the day, like the only one.
Yeah. Barry, what's up, buddy?
Need to pray. I have zero pull on that one, bud. Like I haven't talked to those guys, and I can't tell you how long. The podcast was the last time I talked to them.
Yeah, they got some good stuff going. The online stores up and running, so we got all of our buddies in there. Tony with Fish Gum and Salty and Frisky, and they're all putting stuff in. So.
And they dropped a video about it. What was it, yesterday or the day before? So,
yeah,
there you go. I haven't been able. I'll admit, I tried to hop off of the computer for a couple hours and zone back into reality all these days.
Yeah,
hell, for the weeks I've been sitting here scrolling social media. I think I burned a friggin' mouse out by now. Constantly going. It's ridiculous. But what do we got here too? So you've got that.
First of all, if anyone saw the post that came out on social media, immediately after it came back down. So we were supposed to have Salt Squatch on tonight as a guest, but he got pulled away on business. Poor guy had to go to the Miami boat show, saltwater sportsman or something like that. It's rough. Oh no, not that. So he's walking around looking at boats and talking to folks and doing all that fun stuff. So we'll try to get him back in the mix here, and hopefully maybe try to get him on next week, if not the week after, to talk big fish from the beach. Because if you guys are following Phil Salt Squatch on there, you know that's his thing. Big fish on spinning gear.
He loves that. And when you got that silky smooth butter voice he has, I mean, of course, it's a no-brainer to get that. So speaking of a little while ago, Brian, good evening, bud.
Brian, what's up, buddy? Deerfield in the house. So we mentioned last time we were on, seminar season kicking off here in February. So feedback for those who went to the February 6th Hook, Line, and Sinker seminar on pompano fishing. If you're watching, if anybody in the local area went, let us know how it was. Did you learn anything? I got a little bit of feedback from some folks that it was pretty good. A lot of stuff, a lot of things that were brought up, areas and stuff like that. I thought, knowing that they were boat charters and stuff like that, they may have concentrated a little more on the boat side, but I guess they had another guest in who was talking and talked a lot more beach stuff on that side. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody else wants to chime in with a comment, or if that's, if you guys learned something or any of that stuff. Legendary Marine half hitch 30A light tackle seminar on inshore fishing. That one was actually pretty good. I checked it out on the live stream. Like we said, when we were talking about it, if you go to the Legendary Marine Facebook page, a lot of times they'll live stream the seminars there. And, this one was on inshore fishing, so they talked about Spanish mackerel, they talked redfish, speckled trout, sheephead on there. One thing that they brought up on the sheephead fishing, which I thought was pretty neat because I haven't seen a lot of people doing it, is fishing for sheephead on a double drop rig. Reason being, you can drop it, get it right up there next to the piling to drop down, and then again using oysters as the primary bait, wrapped up in some either miracle thread or the little pouches, things like that. My thing though is, if I'm paying money for oysters, I'm not using them for bait.
That's what I always think when it's an expensive bait. It reminds me of a certain YouTube video we may have had talked about a while back, but I mean, yeah, that's crazy. Oh,
yeah.
Guys, say hello, Ashley. The fishing
Ashley,
queen.
what's up?
Hello, good
fishing
evening.
Queen.
Oh, and she chimed in with a comment right there.
Thanks
so
for
hello
joining.
to you. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming onto the show. And Cheyenne,
Cheyenne.
She's
Been a
been
while.
back in the game too. She's been getting back out there in her old bow.
I've seen
hats.
some of her sheephead
yakking
video.
Yeah, she's
or
crushing it.
Posts.
Squirrel. So I mean, all of these seminars, you guys, it sounded like it was a lot of good stuff. A few people that we were texting back and forth, and we were enjoying these. So, but I'm kind of surprised to see in the comments nobody's got anything for them. Like, did they not go or what?
Yeah.
So, barnacles, the pine's best bait, another secret for sheep's frozen mussels.
Yeah.
I've had a thought. So,
I had a thought.
no, actually, Brian had I did this. I went down to visit Mom when I was in Orlando, and I knew I was going to go fishing, and I'd never fished Canaveral. I've never fished any of those areas. Was that Patrick Air Force Base over there? And is that what it is on A1A?
Yeah.
So I walked into Publix and I grabbed the freaking seafood medley, the mussels, the shrimp, the one you just kind of, the frozen bag you just kind of sprinkle in.
The one you mix with pasta and make you a nice little dish out of. Yeah.
I went and grabbed that crap. I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm going to use all this crap. Shockingly, it worked. Yeah, I got some stuff, but I was thinking about when I saw somebody had a video today of that of oysters, and I'm like, man, I'm buying that stuff frozen and secondhand. I'm gonna wrap that frozen crap up from Publix. I'm gonna use what I can, and maybe I'll save some for the house.
I wonder.
Hey Terry,
I wonder if smoked oysters would work.
You're getting bougie. Them damn fish don't deserve it.
Well, I figured like they're just as expensive as sardines, right? They're not that. I don't think they're that expensive. Get you a can of smoked oysters and try that. Has anybody tried
really
using threading the hook to you jumping ahead, Tom?
I can't.
You jumping ahead.
Delete it. I can
delete it.
Get that.
I got out there
quick.
Crap
out of here. You reading our show?
Jumping ahead. Stay with the program. We'll talk about that here shortly.
Let us get to that part of the script. It's only one page. We make it into like 5.
But yeah, anybody who does sheephead fishing, if you ever use smoked oysters, they're cooked though. They are cooked, yes.
I mean, if they're cooked, you might as well have them in your lunchbox. One for the sheepies, one for me, one for the sheepies.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I saw that video too.
I saw that video too, and I was like,
"Are we all watching the same social media?"
Dude, it's like the only ones that are. It's like Facebook has been really weird lately, and I've seen this from the Finding Demo side. Because I've been posting I normally have 2 posts a day scheduled, and I've been doing that now apparently for like 60 something days. With me doing that, huge like For You page suggested, people are coming into the podcast page out of nowhere, and it's pretty cool. A couple of people have said, "Yeah, okay, I just found you this way." But I've noticed that with the shorts and the smaller ones like that, if they're getting the posts out with the algorithm, it's just exploding in the suggested For You box now. So I'm wondering if we're just getting those or if they're coming up in the groups faster. No Shoes Boat Charter. Good evening to you too. Let me get on the podcast. Springtime redfish. Yes.
I'm messaging him right now.
Yeah. Yes. You don't even need to even. That's like a guarantee, bro. Anytime. Anytime.
Yeah. I was going to shoot him a message for tonight, but I'm like, nah, let's keep it with what we got. Isaiah, we will be in touch though, to get you on here.
Oh, come on.
No Shoes. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you jumping in tonight.
So again,
that's the whole reason I'm getting my captain's gig right there.
Yeah. I can't wait till we talk more about that one. For those of you again with the comments, you're not going to see all the comments depending on where you're watching from. We've got viewers in every single one of our things that we share, whether it's my personal, Mike's personal, Finding Demo, Smitty Surf Fishing, all these things. We're on numerous different pieces and YouTube live. So all the chat comes through for us for one window. You guys just won't see all the comments. We'll pop them up every now and again. When you see me click them, that's us manually clicking them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, gotta get to my part now that I caught my breath.
All right. There you go. Over to you.
Upcoming special. Upcoming and ongoing tournaments right now. Go Freeze Bait Tackle Pompano, Whiting, and Sheepshead tournament is still going on, and you can still buy in. Biggest thing you cannot do, though, is go catch a Pompano, then go buy in and weigh that day. You buy in, and it's the next day. It's the minimum that they do. So don't try to get cute. It ain't going to help you none. Pensacola Redfish Tournament Series has its second event of the year, the Shoreline Park on February. Wait a minute. That just passed.
What's that?
The second one, that was the 11th, wasn't it?
Right. It was on the 11th, but congrats to...
Oh, I see it now.
There you go. Keep reading.
Congrats. I misread words. Congrats to David and Kevin Riverbark with a total weight of 6.85. Nice job. Captain Bill tied for 6th. Tough fishing. It was nasty conditions. Several teams bringing home the notch or with nothing away, which is always painful, but you still got to go to the weigh-in because that's where you get to meet everybody and have conversations. That's the biggest thing is the weigh-in.
Yeah.
I apologize for not reading the script. That's why I'm not in Hollywood.
Stay with the program. What's up, Kevin?
I suck at this. I should be fired and flogged. Emerald Coast Redfish Series kicks off again in March. We've also got, of course, the Spring Pompano Showdown in April in this area. The sign-up will be coming for that soon. You can go over to the Facebook page and get all your information on there. Follow it, all that good stuff. There's going to be a lot of announcements coming through that. Oh, back to you, sir, to stir the pot.
All right. So, question of the week. Here we go. This one we went back and forth. This one created a long thread on our small group discussion that we had going.
People get bothered about this one.
And there was a lot of people that were adamant about their answer. Very. And then it was a lot of stuff. But anyway, so which direction do you thread your hooks? From the point side or from the back side?
When you say it like that, why is it got to be all dirty?
I know. From the back side.
It's from the back side.
From the so when you're threading on, when you're tying your rigs, which direction do you thread in your hooks? Simple enough question, you would think.
Hook side.
But let's hear some answers. What you guys got? Huh?
Cliff. What do you mean, Cliff? We've had this conversation. We've talked about this.
All right, Cliff. When you're making your rigs,
you point it through the pointy end.
Do you send it from the front side, meaning the pointy side, or do you go from the back side? Backside. Rob, backside. I'm also lefty. Point side of straight hook at bent eye. The rest, no big deal. So circle hook. So we're getting some comments coming in.
Well, Tom brought up a great point when in our small group. I'm surprised he hasn't pulled it up yet there. So
yeah. Andy says point side.
Cliff was going.
Cliff still deciding.
No.
I was going through the back.
Okay.
That's which way I tie my rigs.
Now this, the octopus or the offset, that right there.
Yeah. Bent eye. Bruce says from the backside as well. Usually snell. Never thought about it until it came up here recently. The fish eats it upside down.
Because he was inverted.
He was inverted. I was keeping up with community relations. Jack, whatever side you snell for me.
He's honest.
That's
God
true.
love him.
You're
He
honest.
is honest.
So when I do snell my hooks, I always I knew this would get some good ones. When I do snell my hooks, I go in from the front side. Yeah. When I snell the hooks. But when I don't know. I don't think I'd pay that much attention to it to that where I religiously do it one way or the other. I think whatever way I can get the line to go in through the eye, then that's the way it's going in.
damn it. Now I'm going to have to go get that.
I'll try a couple different.
Humor me. Yeah. Because we weren't planning on talking about this on the show, but let me go grab this real quick because this will be useful for this conversation.
I'm gonna feel like Garth here when Wayne leaves the show.
You're on your own, man. I don't know.
I'm on my own now.
You got all the
I don't know
comments
what
now.
to do.
Ow.
Yeah, so who was, as we go back up here, Slot City. What if the fish eats it upside down? Rob says all my rigs are crimped or backside, and all of my crimped rigs are backside. Yeah, I guess so. Bruce says on the backside. Tom says he usually snells his. So Justin actually brought up that, the hook side is 100. He's actually been doing some testing, official or non-official, but all the he's got better hookup ratios with coming in from the hook side as opposed to the other side.
And that's
go ahead.
Well, that was the thing for me was I was doing it, when I first started tying, didn't matter. I just did it. And then after having a conversation with Blake, jarhead, creature of habit. If you teach me to do it, I'm going to do it. He started mentioning that it was better for it to go through the hook side. So I did that. And I was getting great hookups. I've had a lot more. So I go hook side. But
I don't know I guess I haven't paid enough attention to it. But I just don't. I catch fish. So, I mean, it's got to be something to it. And I don't know if I've lost that many fish because of the hook strike.
Well, the only thing I've for me, the hook is my hook breaks, but that's a conversation for another day because I know what's causing the break. And Cliff knows too, because we went down a fun little path together after it happened to me. This is what I went to go grab.
What'd you get?
So Chip was making, he's got these in his shop. They're kind of the little needle things. So you hook your fishing line, remember? And you go through.
I only got the generic red one. You got a
This isn't from Chip. Jen found this for me for Christmas.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, Chip's been holding out on me.
This one came from Etsy. Jen got this for me and just got it for me. I didn't even talk about it, but
awesome.
These things, this makes it so much easier because I'm putting the line on there and doing the pull through. If I didn't have this, then I'd be doing the normal one of cutting some fishing line, threading through one, threading through the other, grabbing the pliers, teething it and yanking it.
Yep.
And then when Chip showed it, it was kind of funny that Jen got me this for Christmas. So this thing, when you're doing that, this has made it a lot easier by doing the, grabbing the hook, going in from that side and pulling through. So this makes it easier for tying rigs. Oh yeah.
The smaller hooks with the smaller eyes on there. Like you're not feeding. Yeah. A lot of that stuff. Yeah. Everybody's Slide City wants one of those. Like, whoa, I need that. Yeah. That's a cool one. You can get them. Chip sells them. You mute it, dude. What happened? Brian, you're muted.
Touche. Well played. I didn't want you to hear me breathing. I don't know how that happened. Actually, I don't remember clicking it. But I got like a small pill here. And this is one thing I liked about this. And that was something Chip mentioned. I mean, that diameter, I didn't.
Yep.
That's going to work for size 5, size 6 hooks. But tying your own rigs, this tool has been huge. So going through that's kind of what made me think of that. If people were going to be like, well, how the hell do I make it easier? The tool makes it easier.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. If you tie your own stuff, it's definitely worth it. Stephen Connor, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you joining in tonight. Somebody else joined in. Robert Knopp. What's up, buddy? Or Cop. Sorry. Finally made it live. Appreciate it.
Who did?
Robert Cop
III. Hey, Cop. We met him at the tournament. It was good to see him. That was the first time I ever got a chance to meet him face to face. He pops up every now and again.
Angler. Appreciate you joining in, watching tonight. Listening.
When are you coming home, Forgotten Angler? And when are you going to start your fly fishing charters? I know that's supposed to be coming up soon. Oh, I definitely miss. I look forward to going fish with Larry. By the way, if you guys ever see us, please come up and say hi. A lot of you all know us, but the ones that never have, if you're ever in the area and you see it, come up. We love these conversations, interactions. To us, we love this community. We like all this fun stuff, and we want to hang out with you. We will do a couple of events. Mike and I've talked about it before. We need to reschedule another casting day of all the rods. We're gonna have a demo day like that. But we'll have some gatherings, and there's some other gatherings that'll happen around tournament time too. So don't, make sure you're following the page, that stuff. So as long as you get there. Yeah. I remember.
Frank, I'm not saying
I remember the post on that one, and I'm sorry. I also miss you though, man. So fine. Don't Frank.
I tried to hook up with Frank.
Funny. Go ahead.
When was it? The day we were going to go walk the beach for Bonita. And he must have got out there and saw the same conditions I did and turned around and went home. I was like, I got to the beach. I'm like, oh, no.
It was bad. Split, Tom, but I'd say more so from the hook side.
Yeah.
That is my consensus. Hook side seems to be one. And then, if anybody can obviously show another way that makes it work, by all means, it's not a who's right, who's wrong, throw down the biggest measurement. It's really about what's going to help all of us catch more fish and keep the fish on the friggin' hook. That's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's
absolutely. Why is this thing?
I don't know. Your microphone hates you. I don't know why.
It does. Let's try.
Now I don't hear anything. Nope. You know, talkie. Hold on. I can't unmute you. You're muted.
There we go. Yeah, it was, I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Thought maybe that was.
I think you're using.
Yes. It's not like the flagpoles. It's not like the flagpoles.
Talking about the hooks. I think you're on your laptop mic now. You're not on the normal one. Your audio has changed.
Did it?
Yeah. It's all good. This is how. See, one day we'll have an engineer that'll fix all these problems for us when we're in the man cave. So we appreciate you all being here for the beta test of us and doing our normal fun Friday night stuff with you. And Cliff, I have to completely and totally admit, from now until I can, prove myself, Mike has a bigger pole than I do now. He, his is longer and it's more rigid and holds the flags better than mine. So he gets bragging rights. He backed out. Damn you, sir. Damn you. All right, fine. I'm going to have to do this on my own. We all know that just means this just became a massive train wreck of epic proportion. But he'll be back in a second. All right. So moving into let the laughing emojis begin, because that's just how it's gonna have to be. It had nothing to do with that. I don't know. All right. Okay, so we'll move on. Sorry, everybody. I'm messaging Mike in the background here. This is how we do this. There he is. Okay, you're still muted. Well, we can flip sides. That's fine.
So when I cut my microphone off for the laptop, trying to use this microphone, it cuts everything off. Like, it doesn't allow my web browser to have access to my camera or anything. And I don't know.
Oh, you know what it is?
What?
It's because you have a Windows computer.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
I see that, and I'm milking this Mac on for as long as I can. It's going on near like 9. I'm like, don't die, please.
It's a new Windows computer. I don't know what.
Yeah, it is a new one. Probably just the software from the mic. It sounds a little bit better.
Probably. So we'll see.
It's all right. See how it goes. You've got the medicine right there that makes all the problems go away. So don't even worry about that.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, so let's move into our fishing reports here. The fishing reports are being brought to you by GI Jigs. Use code PFR for 10% off your purchase. GI Jigs are patented, handmade jig heads, custom designed around the eye, and made with a unique characteristic to entice fish to reaction strikes, because we love those. We all know those are the fun ones. Check them out at gijigs.com. All right, sir, what do you got on the offshore and the nice boats?
Well, just real quick on the Apple and Mac and Windows thing. I refuse to go to Mac. I refuse to go to Apple, because they take over your house and home, and then next thing you know, everything is Mac and Apple. Anyway, that's my little rant. I refuse.
But all of us that do it too can exactly go, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
you're right.
100%
Next thing you know,
right.
you'll have Apple TV and Apple Watches and Apple. Yeah, I refuse.
I feel
I'm not
seen
paying
right
the
now.
man.
I feel a little
I'm
exposed.
not attacking anybody. I'm just saying that's why I won't do it. Anyway, offshore report. Bonito and Mingo snapper with a few black snapper mixed in. Check out our buddy Captain Brandon Hilliard that got to hook up charters. He went out grocery shopping, if you will, the other day and had a great day. Nice haul of Mingos. Go check him out. It got the hook up charters. Yeah, they wore him out, but that's it. It hasn't been much. I mean, Bonita are in. They're close. The Mingos are biting. They're on fire right now. So if you're fishing out, no need to go far. You can hit a lot of the inshore stuff and pick up some dinner and or bait or dinner if you like eating bonita, which is not bad. So
Yeah, we've got 2 attestments to it. So his mic works though. I mean, we can hear him. That's the most important thing right there.
There you go.
Moving into the inshore. Sheepy.
Okay, hang on. We just had someone join us. And I was hoping he'd have been on earlier to talk about our question of the week.
Oh, okay. Chip, welcome. Go for it.
Chip, welcome. And if you're watching, our question of the week this week was, from which side do you attach your hook, the point side or the back side of the hook? Think about it, mull it over, and then type in your answer here. Chip knows. Justin Reed says Chip knows.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Anyway, go ahead. Sheephead.
Sheepy's talking about the inshore. So reds, yeah, cool. We got some trout a little bit further up the stream, but they're there. Flounder, yep, they're popping up. But sheepies are dominating everything on the feeds everywhere you talk about. Pilings, get out there and crush them. It's the perfect time. Get after it. So if you're in the inshore game, whether you're kayaking, boating, any of that stuff, sheeps are right there, prime for the picking. I've seen some inshore in the boats. A couple of great white pins, of course. So you always got to get the Jason right there.
Yeah.
The great white pins are definitely still here, and I've had pinfish, and it tastes fine. I don't know. I didn't hate it. So
it's just very bony.
It is. It's a lot. It's the same thing with catfish. It's the whole thing of is the work to meat ratio. Am I winning? I need that one to be there. So, yeah, on the inshore side, perfect fishing time. Still, it is. Just pay attention to the currents and the weather as always. That's always the big recommendation. We're going to have a couple of days with some opposers. Whoa, don't slap the mic. Didn't like that. Opposing with tide and wind. So if you're on the boat, just be conscious, be careful, take your time, but you can still get after them. No,
is a juice worth the squeeze? Yeah, that's what we're now. With enough seasoning, anything tastes good. Yeah, you're right, Andy. Or fried. I'm a big believer of you can fry anything and it tastes good.
Yes,
that's just the way. Yeah. So a lot of people, we're talking sheephead and inshore fishing and things like that. And barnacles, a great bait. Barnacles, great to get a frenzy worked up, get them feeding, and then you can drop down, whatever. I'm assuming barnacles in the bags, right, in the mesh sack when you get some in there. However, and this was a topic that was brought up during the seminar, is it legal to scrape barnacles off the pilings, on the bridges and the pilings and things like that?
Keyword to that sentence was legal, not personal opinion. True. And I already know this is gonna. You should have led with this because this is gonna stir some shit.
Yeah, this is a pot stirring question. It's like fishing with using bluefish.
You want to go back down that one? That
No,
one.
I
Oh
don't.
my god, that one. Ew.
Barnacles,
I'm
yes.
gonna do it
Oysters,
anyway.
no.
You can do whatever the hell
Really?
you want, man. Have
That'd
right
be
at
fun.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much do what you're willing to accept the consequences for, I think. But can you scrape the barnacles from the, let's say, pier pilings?
You're getting into that.
Well, yeah, no, you did, Stephen. And the question wasn't aimed at you, buddy. It's just in general, is it one of those things that you can do? And I honestly, I mean, I don't know the answer without going and digging and looking it up. And I almost want to play. No, you don't, do you? I almost want to play ignorant on that aspect of it and be like, "What? I didn't know."
It's actually not as bad as you guys think. Here, hold on.
Okay, what is it?
That one. Share. Okay.
I'll bring the things down.
My FWC, always a good one. Sheep's Head, it came in under this one, and granted, there are times that this alternates with the articles, but anyway, here you go. Barnacles, on the other hand, do not have a size limit or specified bag limit, which means you can harvest up to 100 pounds per person per day with a recreational saltwater fishing license, and you can use them to chum sheep's head. You can also simply scrape them off bridge piles and allow them to sink to attract sheep's head. Do not scrape barnacles from private docks or other private structures without permission of the property owner.
Okay.
That is the question, because what constitutes private structure? Because if we pay a toll, or who owns the structure, right? You can get into the weeds. Be careful if you want to start measuring with somebody on this conversation, but you do have a reference that says, hey, bridge piles should be good.
Okay. That's great. Thank you, Demo, for pointing that out. So yes, use barnacles. Second, are you allowed to jump up on the bridge pilings and fish from the bridge pilings? Are you able to tie your boat up to the bridges?
From the
bridge
keyword.
If I dropped you off and then floated around and came back and got you, I think that's one thing. But can I wrap a line around the bridge piling and fish from the bridge?
Can or should
I think that's a can and should. I honestly believe.
Well, now I'm gonna have to go to Gunny Google. Hang
on. That's almost like trespassing. Yeah, I mean it.
That's why you don't do it on the barges.
And the answer would be, well, everybody does it out here. All them charter captains, everybody ties up to the bridge piling. Yes, I got it. But and I think that's one of those things where they just drive by and don't even bother with it. I'm all about just poking the bear tonight, man.
Oh, hold on, sir. Hold on.
What you got?
Okay. All right, come on, internet. No, I don't want to sign up for the friggin' thing. Okay, here we go. It's not even a proper reference, so it's just going to have to work for now.
Let's see which one you pulled up. Just say it was an emergency. That's a good point.
True. No, that's not the one I wanted.
Well, that one said it was illegal to tie to a bridge.
That's Virginia.
I would. FWC is watching. I'm sure they are. We invite them to watch. We like them to watch.
Dude, I love FWC because, and I've said this in the FWC episode.
Out there.
I got two FWC's agent officers' numbers in my phone to call, and both times I have had to call them was with a policy thing. And thankfully, they were like, "Dude, for now, until I get the real skinny, treat it as a no." Which I'm glad I did, because when I got the proper reference, it was a no. Do not. thou shall not do that.
You know, it's almost like, for those that have been in the military, there's the wording of things. Shall, will. You know, they all mean different things. when you're reading tech data. Anyway. All right. So for those that are watching, I mean, there's like 30 of you right now. What do you guys think? Can you tie up to the bridge and fish? Let us know what you think. The only person commenting is Donnie saying, Mike, don't poke me. I've had cheese pizza, beer, and I'm drinking a milkshake. Oh, good God, man.
Ooh, that's a lot of dairy.
That's right. Will, shall, must, may. You got it.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
Must and may.
Shall, should, must.
Is it
may.
a
That's right,
caution or is it a warning?
Yeah, exactly.
Which one is it? Is it Brig or CO going to be mad at me?
Yeah. And I'm lactose intolerant. Good God, Donnie, you are flirting with disaster, buddy. Anyway, while you're looking for that
house, it's safe.
Yeah, while you're looking for that,
I found one. I don't love it, but go. Yeah, you do that one.
I'm going to jump into the surf report. So where am I at? Again this week, a few bonito were caught in the surf, along with a few pompano. Not as many whiting, which I'm finding odd right now. Not as many whiting being caught, or at least not reported. But there's not a few pompano. I've seen some nice ones that are caught. Sharks are still around. And speaking of which, as someone mentioned earlier, if you have not checked out Big John Shark Adventures, he brought in another great white shark on Pensacola Beach. That dude he's so impressive out there. I think that makes 4 that he's caught in the past 2 years.
And the funny thing is, he's not targeting them.
No, they were just
targeting
going after
tigers.
Something big. Well, in the video, in the video, they were just going after something big, right? And they were actually using tuna that they caught on the saltwater sportsman expedition when they went out of Alabama.
Yeah.
And caught all those, and they had some smaller ones, and he dropped one of them bad boys out there, and they hooked up with about a 13-foot great white. So for those that don't know, there's quite a few great whites that have been migrating through this way, which is crazy. I'm going to say
I'm not liking any of these references.
What references are you getting?
Florida sportsman, saltwater sportsman. I'm not. To me, those are just magazines. I don't really. I mean, I'd use them in a reference paper to get the fluff out, but I don't feel comfortable saying that this is the right one because it's not citing a proper citation for any laws, because all the boating laws have a proper code.
No, Cliff, it wasn't.
I'm not seeing too much on this.
I tell you what, we're going to look that one up, and we're going to talk about it next week.
Okay.
So we can get on there. But I think that's a good one. And I'd be willing to bet it mirrors Virginia.
It wouldn't shock me, especially after 9/11. I read something on there that talked about that with the Coast Guard as a security risk.
It seems legal for a price. Forgotten angler, I'm going to say trespassing for sure. Could be, or damage to. I mean, it also cites you can't tie up to navigational aids and things like that, right? Because you don't want to damage those as well. But we'll see. We'll look that up for sure, and we will. Let's see what this one. Anchoring laws. Anyway, we're gonna get the actual.
You probably need this for your cap. You're asking us one of those questions for your captain test. You sneaky guy.
Not at all. It's got nothing to do with that.
I'm on to you. Hey, Dylan. Hey, did you get that email, by the way, Dylan? I forgot to text you. Dylan is out of Georgia, and we're going to be doing an episode out of there because Georgia fishing, I learned after going out there with the kids can fish, Georgia fishing is a different animal.
Georgia?
Real different. Of course, it's the Atlantic. So,
yeah.
Does Mike need a spot lock trolling? He's got one. Very nice one. It's done quite well.
Spotlight. No, I got
cool,
one done.
Cool.
Appreciate you, buddy.
All right. It's on to me. Sorry about that, everybody. References is a weird thing after, especially military and aviation. What pub were you using? What line was it? And did you do the right torque? So I'm kind of funky about that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll hit you up, Dylan. We'll probably chat tomorrow. Get this on the schedule.
No, Cliff, it wasn't tagged. that one they caught was not tagged, or at least it didn't appear to be tagged in the video. So,
dude, those tag ones are cool. Like the fact that you can track them. I think it's. I can't nerd out too much. Okay, on the pier, Spanish. They've started popping up a little bit there. Flounder and pompano, of course, are still there. Tuna hunters are out in force, and there are still some stuff happening. So, pier is still a perfect time. Again, if you're not sure if your first time in the pier, start in the surf zone, make some friends, work your way down there. Don't go into the octagon with a big ego. Go have some fun. Know what you're going to target. Ask questions. But the pier is still good to go for fishing. So get out there and go get some. Or you can ask Redbeard because he's now a pier rat. Something was hilarious. He said that. God love you, buddy. Love it. Where are we now?
Oh. Okay. I couldn't. It was bugging me. Oh, no, what's this? Okay. I found the answer.
What are you doing? Okay, so we're getting into this now, or are we waiting till next week?
No, I'm just saying I found the answer, and we'll talk about it next week. So tune in next week.
Now you guys got to tune in next week. So yeah, it's just how it
Big
goes.
black drum running at the pier. Did you see that black drum they caught in Louisiana that had half a face? No. It was like something. It had healed up, but it's like something had bit this side of its face off. So it was like, yeah, it was crazy.
I love this time of year in our area for black drum because you get the monsters. But yeah, I didn't bring up the black drum. Sorry, I should have brought that up. All right, let's moving into the weather. Wonderful, wonderful fun.
I got to bring that up.
I got mine up. I'm ready.
Okay. While you do that, I'll pull mine up.
Word. And
although I've been using Windy a lot more than anything lately.
Been more accurate to me.
Yeah.
All right, so Friday, the old 8 p.m. right now, we got a beautiful 16-knot tailwind, but you've also got kind of, that to deal with. So that tailwind don't mean nothing. So don't get too excited. The good news is the wind does kind of die down. Wednesday was looking particularly pretty. All right, so tomorrow in the morning, you still got that wind. It's going to roll through. Keep in mind with the temperatures, it is going to get chilly tonight, so it's going to cause a little bit of shock in the fish. They've had some nice warm days. Now they're going to get some cold ones, so be prepared for that. I am a weird one that thinks that. 8 in the morning on Sunday, nice easy breezes, 2 knots, 7 knots, not doing too bad into the evening. Up into Monday, into the work week, you're going to get a little bit of a switch here, which you guys normally see that I back it out so you can kind of forecast of what everything's doing. Here we go. Tuesday, getting into the tighter piece, still going up in the northeast. Wednesday, this is the day I liked. It was right in your face, so it was kind of nice. You'd have some fighting on there. So if you're going to try to go after anything with lures, just keep in mind you're going to throw close. Don't try to get. No, I'm not buying a subscription. How dare you, sir? Well, in that case, doom on you.
You just close it. Then we got to Wednesday. That's good.
I got mine.
Going to bed.
Freaking technology, dude. I just can't.
I know, right?
What you got?
Share screen. Come on now. There we go. Boom. All right. Boom. Claritin. Take your Claritin. All right. Cold tonight, down to 35. Got that north wind, as Brian was showing, with 13. Tomorrow, high 60, low 44. Nice and sunny. Northeast wind. So that's going to be like first thing in the morning. The wind's coming out of the north, starts shifting a little northeast, but then it starts dying off. The afternoon, late afternoon, you're looking at about 7. With the last I checked on Windy, our wave height is only going to be like 1 foot. So that's not bad. It's going to be pretty good evening, which is good because I got a shark trip tomorrow night.
Nice.
Sunday is break the new card in. I'm excited. Sunday, 68, low 53, west winds at 7. You saw this with Brian showing. So it's going to get windy during the week, start building up, but then it shouldn't be too bad as we move into. I mean, look at this. It goes from 30 something like it was today, and we start building up. We're going to be up in the 80s. Like, I think these are just, like they say, high 7, but I think we're probably hit 80s, I bet, next week, which is awesome for February.
Not even bad. I mean, I'm loving the fact that it'll be 39 and I'm going to open the windows. I'm excited. It's going to be great. But yeah, I think with this cold, we'll see. It's going to affect the morning bite a little bit. If you're planning on going out in the morning, I think it's going to play with you because it's going to be a cold shock until the water gets back to where it was. Even that 1 to 2 degrees, we all know that little bit makes a difference. So just be out there and be prepared if you like to get in with that one. So where are we at now? I guess it's on to the scroll. Hey,
what is up, buddy?
Missed that guy.
Yeah,
doing ninja stuff. And my Uncle Shane, 35, is not cool. My Uncle Shane in Maine is definitely freezing. I love you, and I'm so sorry you're dealing with real winter. I told you, get away from there. Come down here. We don't have the only snow we have is on the beach. It's beautiful white powder. It's perfect. You're gonna love it. All right, so I guess we're in
Cheyenne's question.
I didn't see one.
I'm scrolling back up here through all the.
Might be up towards the top.
Yeah, I'll make sure.
While you're doing that, onto the Panhandle scroll, and the Panhandle scroll is being brought to you by Waterland Sunglasses. Whether you are a sight casting or a shaded shoreline, fishing the open flats or trolling wide open, Ocean Waterlands has your eyes covered for every application. You can use code SSF anytime and save 15% on your purchase. Go check them out at waterlandcode.com. Again, code SSF, Smitty Surf Fishing. Get yourself set up. While you're doing that, I actually want to do a shout out.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this week, after I think it was PT, I needed a reward because I was sad, and food's my happy, in case you couldn't tell. But I finally got over to Buzz Barbecue, their new building location on 98, just past Walmart. If you're heading east, dude, holy crap. Is so much better than the truck, and they have more things. I gourded my happiness on cheese curds because cheese curds with jalapeno is amazing.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was so good. And then I got a little sad at first. They're like, "Oh, we don't do fries." I'm like, "Tater, I need a tater." Yeah. They're making in-house chips, and they're friggin' delicious. So
nice.
I think I got the brisket. Yeah, I got brisket. A couple of sides. It was delicious. So if you're in Navarre, if you're passing through this area, you're looking for barbecue, Buzz, friggin' phenomenal. I will happily go back there again. They're not sponsors. I just wanted to thank them. They did some good stuff and delicious. So y'all are awesome.
Good stuff. Yeah, I got to try the new. Well, not new. They've been in it for a little bit, but they're brick and mortar there. That should be good.
Yeah.
I need to get to the Gulf and fish. Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Yes, Donnie. Cheese curds. Love me some cheese curds. Tillamook, unfortunately, is the one that got me hooked on those damn things. Ribs on a sandwich.
Like a McRib? Love me a McRib, man. McRib with extra pickles.
The pickles at least give it flavor.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, a lot of people say it tastes like gristle and pig ears, and well, I've eaten them too, so it's not all that bad.
I had one, and I had one 10 years ago, and I haven't had one since. And anytime I'd like, oh, it's the McMaver, I'm like, I don't care. Ugh. All right, Scrolly McScroll, what you got?
Close out all these notifications. All right, this one. Sinker guy running a sale. Did it come up? Yeah. Yes, no? No, it's...
Yes.
Is it showing?
Yeah, no, it didn't. I'm on your visual stuff.
So Sinker guy is running a sale right now. 10% off, and the code is Pompano Run, if I'm not mistaken, is what came up when I clicked this. It just took me right to the Sinker guy, but he's running a sale right now on his site.
Why is it only showing me your scroll? Did you do
because I hit the button?
Yeah, you didn't do full screen. You did the tab.
Yeah, so we'll just stay off that for now. But anyway, go check it out. 10% off right now with code Pompano Run. Get ready for the spring run. All right. Not affiliated with these folks at all, but Real Coastal, Brent and Julie.
Julie and Brent, they're awesome.
Yeah, I haven't met them. I haven't talked to them, but man, they have been crushing it. The sheephead fishing, the red fishing. I mean, they look at trout. I mean, look at that. They do everything. So go check them out. Give them a shout out at Real Coastal over there. They've been tearing up the fish lately. Oh, that was a good one. What we got here? Bass fishing. I told you we were going to talk about bass fishing.
Bass.
Let's go.
That is a nice one right
All
there.
right.
So I don't know how you
Well,
say that. Rogaroo.
Now I might have to start coming fishing
Fishing.
over here.
That's a nice bass,
We swim away, dummy. Don't jump back in the boat,
right?
dumbass.
All right, here we're talking about Big John shark fishing here. And again, that took me to his, that's not what I wanted, but it took me to, let's see. There we go. It took me over to his Facebook page, but 13-foot great white caught off the beach. I mean, that is awesome. Using whole tuna, I think it was, for bait there. And it was so big that the aqua cat couldn't carry it out. He had to kayak. He had to have
That's a
somebody
big
kayak
ass
the
piece
bait
of
out.
bait. Then
Yeah, it was huge. And in the video, when you're watching it, there's another guy, David Miller, Captain Miller here, who actually kayaks the bait out, because John says the last time he was out there was a giant shark stalking him, and you can see it in the drone footage of him kayaking, and that shark just kind of meandered back and forth around the. I was like, yep, I wouldn't go back out there either. That's just me.
nope.
And
It's like the danger noodle of the water.
Yep. First Spanish of the year, caught off the Okaloosa Pier. Boom. That's a nice little fish there. So congrats. Didn't say who caught it, but congrats to you, dude, for catching it. That's a nice one.
It's a fair statement.
Yeah. Well, there's no name. You got to go with what you. And this one. So as we were talking about the bead rig, which is kind of like a mortician's rig. When you look at it, I say like, it's not a mortician rig, but it's like the mortician rig. Great for using in the surf for pompano and whiting, also for dropping deep for snapper and triggerfish. And basically, if you watch the video, it's just a heavy piece of leader with a swivel, no kidding, crimped on the line so that your snood can just spin around the line. That's all it is, with some beads and stuff. So go check that out. Half Hitch Tim Broom over there. He does these. And as you can see, I got my collection here, fishing tips. A lot of those are from Tim and the Half Hitch crew over there, and their off the bench series, I guess is what they call it. But yeah, offshore trolling, things like that. So a lot of good stuff Tim puts out. Dude's been fishing here forever.
He kind of knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I think he grew up here in like the 70s and just been working charter boats and his own thing. And
yeah. Had a fun conversation with him finally, so it was enjoyable. And yeah, we probably could have talked for several more hours, but yeah, he fun guy to have a conversation with.
What's your favorite way to prepare? I'll let you go first on this one.
Oven baked with lemon and capers.
That is a great one. I also like mine, well, in the oven, but more broiled.
Nice.
Slathered with, this is going to sound weird, but it's actually pretty good, garlic and mayonnaise. You mix that up with some lemon juice. Boom, boom, boom. Slather it on the deal. Put it in the broiler and just broil it real quick until it starts to bubble on top. It's delicious.
So the mayonnaise thing, I have become a believer in coating in mayonnaise now. I've been watching a couple of the old cooking shows. I tried a little bit, and yep, sure enough, mayonnaise is a great binder without adding a lot of strange flavor. Gives you a good little salt kick in that.
Yep.
Robert, yes, we will be there. Guaranteed we'll be there, considering Jack and I are doing the weigh-in.
Yeah. I gotta make sure I block those dates off my calendar.
Yeah, might be. Those would be good ones not to be working.
Randy, I'm not gonna be able to run charters those days.
Andy brought up another one. I've heard this one. A lot of the fish dips. Garlic with smoked paprika. Ooh, paprika blended.
Yeah, that's another good one. I've also coated it with the paprika and lemon on top of it. It's good.
Mayonnaise and then parm. I love me some parm. Parm does. Love it.
Last time I tried it with parm, the parm burned.
You had it on the beginning, huh? I think you got to finish it. The broil finish there.
Yeah, just real quick. Yeah. Anyhow.
All right, let me get my scrollage going here. Share the screen. I want to entire screen. Thank you. That way I know what I'm doing. All right. So because I like talking about food,
Mm.
this one, I don't need you anymore. Thank you. I definitely don't need you anymore, jackass. Mike Responte, old Al Surf Casco. Love it. You know, when him and Cheyenne post stuff, I am instantly glued to the screen. I'm following everything they tell me. But fry your fish in roasted garlic mashed potato flakes.
I would not have thought of that.
I never would have, but man, does that not look perfect? I mean, I love me a potato, but that, yeah, I'm gonna try that. So, real cool idea there. Definitely fun to follow him. It's always good to follow him with information. He's got a ton.
Justin Reed says, "Dude,
Yeah, mind blown."
makes it crispy."
Santa Rosa, nice red.
Yeah,
And of course, you know, we're in the perfect time of year. Water's a little cold, got to protect those feet.
Yeah.
A little too warm. We don't want to get hot. Little flounder action. And this was also on Okaloosa Pier.
Mhm.
Flounders are perfectly back. I mean, they're back and legal, so you can keep them. Flounders are good. Found a really cool recipe not too long ago for the old. Actually, I got a post coming up because there's actually a day of the year known as flounder or crab stuffed flounder. It's a day. It is a day.
crab stuff flounder day.
Yeah. Who'd have thought a day for that? Blackfin tuna. But this was a couple days ago, so you guys just relax. But they're still, you can still hunt for them and still get your hands on them. So if you're dying to do that, go for that.
Yeah.
Lonnie, come on, load up. Lonnie Tattooer, who's also started his his YouTube stuff's on and rocking and rolling. He's doing some good stuff there. Went out and went after some Bobo as well with his new 8.6 dagger. Got some nice ones in a blue.
Dagger.
He was having some fun. It's the second big ones they're pushing there. Can't wait to talk to Lonnie. I think Lonnie and I are going to do a knee piece once the scar's healed.
Ah, nice.
That could be fun. Let's close up some of these tabs. It's not like my normal day. Jeez. Dustin Graham getting that little bit of happy drum and a little bit of Biggie Red. So getting some good fish. Lots of people reporting good catches here in Panhandle surf fishing. So it's been real cool to see that, especially talking about some, limits and stuff. And I've been a little butthurt. Yeah, a little butthurt. Ryan, though, this dude has been getting it. He's been having some really good days here in Navarre. I got another post from him today. First cast, if I'm not mistaken, was his post. Lost Key. Yeah, he was out.
Nice.
I think he was. I'm not going to give a spot away.
Yeah, no.
Lost Key Outdoors is having a sheep's head tournament. I'm sorry I didn't get this in on the earlier piece, but March 4th, they got a one-day tournament going on, boat, land, kayak, whatever you want. So if you're in for a sheepy run, there you go. Head on over to Lost Key Outdoors. They got all the information on there. Well, that's a fun one.
There's a spot over there. It's pretty good for those things.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It'll be filled with kayaks, though.
It will be. This guy, this freaking guy.
This guy.
Freaking Jordan's been doing really well. Enjoyed himself. We went out there with James not too long ago, but got a good set of whiting. He's also had some other good videos come out with some other pompies. He's been doing quite well and enjoying himself, and always fun to go with there. The Valentine's Day, why did I say? Oh, the Kings. So we're not there yet, but these will start popping up here pretty soon. So if you wanted to get into king fishing, now's the time to start talking to the people on the pier, start understanding it, having some fun. It's I've heard good things about it. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to talk about this post. This is going to stir some shite in the area. But this happened. So if you go to Navarre and Marine Park, if you've ever walked to the east, you've seen this sign on the sand berm. It's been there before. Well, now it extends to the water. So, hey, you've got the warning. It is government property. That's about all I'm going to leave it as. Because the comments started coming in, and I'll be the first to admit I started getting ready to start doing some delete trigger happy, because that's how I get in the group. You start talking politics or anything stupid, I'm a very quick to delete person. So keep it clean in there. It's the one thing about that group that we pride ourselves on, that anyone can come in and say whatever they want to and need, not to worry about any of the jackassery. So just do the good thing. Outcast Bait and Tackle, 13 days to the fishing sale. I will probably hobble myself out there, but good stuff right there. So if you haven't been planning for it, definitely do. Captain Bill's the one that really convinced me last year that I needed to go, and I'm glad I did because I got some stuff that I really didn't know I needed until later. You got Chip. Don't hit your microphone, dum dum. Oh, Chip's got a sale going on, so it took me right to the website. Was not expecting that. Okay, but yep, head on over to the Sinker Guy. He's got a big stuff going on there. This is another article. I shared this from Finding Demo. This is from Delaware Surf Fishing. It was a good little thing of talking about reading on the beach. Granted, the East Coast beaches are different than ours. I know that. I understand that. You guys know that. You understand it. But with one tide a day, it's always good for us to get a chance to go out at low tide, get an idea what the beach looks like. It's not going to be that way in a week, but it's a good idea if you're planning to go ahead, get out there low tide, get a good sight, so you know where these cuts and these runs are. That's just proper planning, in my opinion, if you want to be out there and going after super success. Ryan, this is the one from today. Yeah, he freaking cast out and crushed it, got him right away. So he's doing quite well out here, and it's been fun to watch his fishing things happen here. The second one there, Tyndall Air Force Base on pink floats and cut frozen shrimpies. 17er.
That dude
Nice.
must have
That's a
really
nice
wanted
fish.
to
It's a
fish
nice-
to go fish Tyndall, because you have to walk like 3/4 of a mile or more to get to the beach.
Really?
Yeah,
Ugh, that sounds
that's
less.
insane.
That does not sound like.
Good
I
on.
mean, granted, I don't mind walking.
Yeah, that's a long way to walk just to get to the beach, and then you got to go find your spot once you get to the beach.
Ugh. No, I won't do that. Lonnie, this is the other thing I wanted to post about that. Got some more Bobos, but he was using ES lures, throwing them out there. Hey, throw them out. You try until you can try. You just walk and keep going. From what I understand, you can see them blowing up on the water. If you want to track them, just be ready to go for a bit of a walk. You know, they're going to change directions on you 5 or 6 times. So
Last week they were no more than like 10 feet off the beach, riding the waves in. It was ridiculous.
30-incher. Nice little red right there. Pretty fish. So great catch, Steven. Real nice. Real nice. Always fun to look at. Tim passed this one out on his, but Destin High School, they're raising money to do some more reefs. So if you are interested in hopping up on that and get an understanding, go over here to the Half Inch Destin's page on Facebook, and you can find out all the information there. But that's still cool stuff. You know, at least people are doing stuff to try to make the water better, but keep our fishing alive and all the fun things there. I am so sorry that went on so long. I've had 2 weeks of a scroll ready to go.
No, that one, that's the Destin High School Fishing Club.
Oh, is that what it is?
Doing
Okay.
that. And they're
it is the
doing
club.
a yard sale, gear sale, whatever, at Half Hitch Destin this coming Saturday, the 25th. It's going to be out there. They'll be selling stuff. And what they're trying to do is trying to raise $10,000 to purchase some reefs and have them dropped. The county has said if they raise the 10 grand, then the county will match it, making it 20 grand, and they'll be able to put out 10 reefs, which is awesome.
Damn, I really misread that one. I was just thinking about something else on a fundraiser, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, they're doing a fundraiser. Oops.
No, your school does not have one, Jack. Jack's homeschooled, by the way. So yeah, I guess your school does have a fishing club.
Technically,
It does.
Technically, it does. It has a whole fishing department.
Yeah.
I hear they're getting a new Commodore.
Yeah, Commodore.
Buy the big hat.
Good stuff.
All right, well that's
a good show.
Pretty much it. Yeah, it's a good show.
That was awesome for being away for a week and coming back. But we'll be back at it in regular. I hear the teacher's a hard ass. Yeah, I don't know. He's got it rough. I don't know. Appreciate everybody sticking around and watching this week. Again, don't forget to share it out. If you liked everything, send us some comments, send us some info, send us some pictures of your catches on what you guys are doing. It's tough for us to scroll through or weed through, I should say, on Facebook, the hashtag Panhandle Fishing Report. Unfortunately, Instagram does a lot better job, but when you get over here on Facebook, it brings up whatever the most popular tag is or whatever. So we don't always get to the up-to-date stuff. So, but definitely keep posting, keep tagging us, because we do go back and grab those things. So appreciate everybody staying around. Until next week. Where's our little thing here? What you got before we close? Anything?
Damn, you did miss it, Lonnie. But it's good to see you here in the last minute. And whoever the Facebook user is, thanks. We did good, and we try. So
We try.
y'all take good care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to send it in. Let's get out of here.
See ya later.